It is always a joy to have the Student Leadership Induction Ceremony at the start of every academic year. The first is that as a values-based institution, we always talk about the importance of ensuring values are embedded in us, in our lives. And the Student Leadership Ceremony represents that in a very real way, that you can now select 10 or 12 young people from among the students themselves and say, you epitomize the values. We have seen diligence in you, we've seen self-governance, accountability, and we can now call you before the people and say, now lead on a student level. So that's very important. It's almost like it's a validation of the very thing that we are as an institution. The second thing is connected to that sense of leadership must have accurate followership. You can't lead if people are not willing to follow. And therefore, as a staff, when we sit and deliberate to determine who are we going to select as our student leaders in any academic year, we always speak about having that ring of truth. That when we call the persons forward and say, come up and receive your badge, there must be that round of applause that comes from the students that says, yes, I agree, this person is qualified to lead me. I have looked at their life and I think, yeah, I will follow you, because you stand in a place where I want to be like you when I'm a few years older. So calling our sixth formers and hearing the cheers, the applause, all the people saying yes, for me as the leader of the school, it also is a good validation too. It's almost like the students are saying, Miss, you did a good job. You and the staff chose the very people that we would have chosen ourselves.
To be appointed as a student leader is to accept a place of great responsibility. Everybody say responsibility. Responsibility. Very important word. To be appointed as a student leader is to also enter into a certain package of values. Values are very important here at NorthGate College. One of those values is servanthood. Everybody say servanthood. Servanthood. Servanthood is the ability to put aside your own desires, what you think to be best, and to do what is in the interest of everybody, all together.
With me, men who fear God, trustworthy men who hate dishonest gain. They must love what is right.
And that's not only a responsibility for those who wear a badge, that is also the collective responsibility of every member of NorthGate College. Well, we just concluded the Student Leadership Induction Ceremony here at NorthGate College. And this is always a very special time, very special ceremony. And I'm always looking forward to participating in it. It's important because of the core mission of NorthGate College. The core mission of NorthGate College, quite apart from providing certification for all the students that attend here, beyond that, our desire is to embed within all of our students the capacity for leadership. And leadership, as you know, can be expressed regardless of what degree you have, regardless of what station of life you end up in. We define leadership as the ability to know what is correct, stand for it, and lead others in that direction. And when we have ceremonies like these, even though we are identifying a handful of our students, mainly our sixth formers, who represent our senior members of the college, what the process really represents is relevant for the entire school. And we want those who receive the badges, those who have been identified as student leaders, to conduct themselves in a certain way. They are required to represent the very best of the standards of NorthGate College. But those who follow them, those that they have to work with, those that they are in charge of, also have a responsibility to manifest those values. As we always say, the foundation of good leadership is followership. And if you have leaders who have been appointed, those who follow are part of the process of developing leaders, leadership within the school. So when we have a ceremony like this, it's very significant for the culture and the capacity of NorthGate College, because we're not only celebrating those who are being appointed to carry out that responsibility now, but we're also investing in the process that will, in years to come, produce those who will then be appointed in their place over the next few years to stand in a place of responsibility for the very best that NorthGate College has to offer and wants to represent. So this is a very special occasion. It was very good. I mean, the environment was very, very positive. Very different from my day when I was in school. there was actual celebration of those who have been appointed, and you could feel the sense of camaraderie and the sense of support that the rest of the college will have and show those who have been appointed. So all in all, as with every process in NorthGate, this has been a very, very powerful, very eye-opening process for us.